All right, 6:42 now, and it is time for this morning's Family First. Now, a new parenting technique is trending on social media.
But is it really new?
So the parents in this group are saying, I don't know.
I'm not saying it might not be more needed, Matt Scott. Yeah.
Listen, I'm the one who did the story, and even I was a little skeptical because you hear these words, and of course, then the obvious joke is, should we be getting parenting tips from, I don't know, TikTok?
Maybe the new parents out there.
Well, your mileage may vary when it comes to your young child to play or not to play. That is the question he paraphrased from Shakespeare, especially when parents have to decide how much time do they want to spend with their kids. As in, is too much time with them too much? That's the idea behind a parenting technique found on, you guessed it, TikTok.
It's called Sittervising. What does it mean?
It's the idea that as parents, we allow children to play independently and we supervise from a distance. So rather than always being involved in their play, being elbow to elbow with them, interacting with them, keeping them engaged, we allow them to develop independent play skills and supervise them from a distance.
The expression was coined by former teacher Susie Allison, who introduced it on her Busy Toddler Instagram page. Dr. Melissa Santos is the division head of pediatric psychology at Connecticut Children's Medical Center, and she weighed in.
And the idea behind this concept is that it allows kids to develop autonomy. It allows them to develop greater independence because they can explore their environment.
The good news, as a parent, it gives you a bit of a break. And if they need something, you're there in a flash.
And you could be responding to emails. You could be reading a book. You could literally just be sitting. You could be doing laundry. It allows for you to be able to do whatever task it is that you need to get done. Some research suggests is that perhaps this allows them also to develop greater social skills so that they're not always looking to mom or grandma or their caregiver to help them know how to play, but they may actually look to their peers or other children and actually know what to do with them and how to play with them as well.
So is Sittervising right for you? After all,
I thought you wanted to be there kind of every step of the way, especially with young kids. This kind of goes against that.
It does. It goes against it, but I think it's also important to understand this isn't an all or nothing. So this isn't what you do all the time.
But this is good for adults as well, as especially parents, stay-at-home parents, find themselves juggling lots of things, including taking care of the little ones.
I think sometimes parents have a lot of guilt, feeling like they have to be with their child all the time, constantly entertaining them, constantly teaching them new things. And this allows parents to really take a step back, to regroup for themselves, to take some time for themselves. And that ultimately is going to help them to be the best for their child.
All right, so what do you think? Is Sittervising something new, or is it just called regular parenting?
Yes.
I open the floor to the panel.
That being said, it doesn't happen much at my house, but not because of anything to do with me.
Okay, but you know what? We've been doing Family First for 5 years now. And often is the case, there's a term that comes out, and the folks who are like, I've heard this from my own mother who's watching my stories and go, why are they calling that something that is just like parenting should be? You want your children to kind of grow that independence a little bit, and you were talking about, because you're the one with the youngest kids here on at the table, that what the dilemma was when your oldest was going off to preschool for the first time. If you're building that independence now by just kind of letting them have a little bit of space, maybe it pays off.
And that even starts from when they are an infant. I notice with both of my kids, my son's almost 4, my daughter's turning 1. With my son, I wanted to sit by him. I was a new mom. I wanted to play with him every second of the day. And now he hates playing alone. My daughter, because I don't have as much time, she does a lot of independent play and she doesn't mind it. But still to this day, my son would much rather play with a bunch of kids or his mom or his dad than play alone. And I think that's so interesting because it truly does show the way that they are raised from birth.
Mr. Lambert, you look like you're holding in something.
Well, same thing. No, not holding it in. I play with my 5-year-old because, you want to spend as much time. And now I'm his favorite person to play with. That being said, we said go play with your brother upstairs, and within 5 minutes last night it was Lord of the Flies, and there was a hole in the door.
Well, that doesn't.
So, yeah.
That doesn't go away. But
a hole in the door in the exact same spot that we patched a previous hole in the door.
Oh, wow.
Well, at least you're not putting a new hole. At least you just have to repatch the same area.
Wow.
Just like the parenting technique.
That's
Everything
a hell
old
of a
is new
silver
again.
lining on that cloud, isn't it?
Ryan, sometimes you really got to pull out the good. Really got to yank out the good there.
So what do you think? Let us know if
It's hard.
Sittervising is Sittervising, or if it's just.
And the parents, you can't pour from an empty cup. Now, I don't have kids, so y'all will probably all look at me like, girl, shut up. What do you know?
You're right. You're right.
But you got to pour into yourself. You got to have a life too. So don't forget you are a person.
But I'll say this, and we're going to.
Mama got to have a life too.
Well, that's true. No. But I'll say this, and
Yes.
we'll get to whether I think it's a little. Now, I will say, as the only single parent on the panel, I raised 2 kids on my own, full-time, 100%. And when the kids were younger, and clearly you want to spend time with them, as Tim was saying a moment ago.
You need some time too.
But no, it's not even that. It's the cooking has to get done,
Yeah.
and the cleaning and the folding and the laundry has to be done. So it's you are juggling a lot of balls in the air, and often you drop them. So hope you're taking notes on it. One day gonna be your turn. Let's go to the board.